Good evening. Apologize for the delay. How are we all? Well, welcome, welcome to the 28 Straight Mind and Body Transformation launch. I'm really excited about this, really excited. But for those of you that do not know who I am, my name is Aaron. I have been in the wellness, the health and fitness space for nearly 30 years. And in that time, I've trained hundreds of people, both in New Zealand and in Australia. I've been a competitive bodybuilder for well over a decade, multiple state or multi-state championships. So been in the game a long time, and I've actually have been a product of what I teach and how I train my clients. So welcome, welcome. This is, like I said, I'm really excited by this. This is the 28 straight launch. Now, for those of you that are looking at this and going 28 straight, okay, what the hell is this guy on about? Well, for those of you that look at any kind of challenge, let's go challenge. So there's 8-week challenges. There's a 75 hard program. Some of you may know about it. Some of you may not know about it. And there's generally, whenever someone joins a gym, they want to transform in one form or another, whether it be physically or whether it be athletically, whether it be they just want to become fitter, but in some form, there's a transformation. Like I said, it could be a physical transformation, but along the way comes a mind or mindset transformation as well. So, what I have put together now, this is not taking the easy work out of it, far from it. So, it's a 28-day program, a 28-day program that's essentially not going to reset. It is going to take what you think you know in regards to what it takes to change your body and change your mind. It's going to take it to a whole new level. So we're going to get straight into this. Now, excuse me if I do look over to my left a little bit. You're all right. I have got a whole heap of notes now. I have actually changed the format of this program a little bit. And if you stay, there is going to be a little offer at the end of this presentation. It should only be about 10 minutes, but I'm going to go through what this program is all about. I'm going to go through and explain to you, okay, well, what is the 28 straight? What does it entail? And what do I get? All right. So let's get into it. Now, it's broken up into 4 key areas. It's broken up into fitness. Now, fitness is obviously the body. So it's broken up into body. It's broken up into nutrition. It's broken up into mindset, and it's broken up into, and this is a really an amazing element that I've put in, and I think is going to, well, I actually know because I'm living it. This is going to take who you are to a whole new level. And it's also going to bring in your circle as well, from an immense support perspective. So that is relationships. Yeah, you hear me. So there's 4 key pillars. The key pillars of fitness, which is your body, nutrition, mindset, and relationships. All right, here, wait for this one. So over the course of the 28 days, which is your 4 weeks, now I've changed it a little bit. I've actually made it a little bit harder, and to be honest, I've made it a little bit more intense. In other words, what I've done is it was going to be 4 pillars and 4 areas, which, in other words, the fitness, the nutrition, the mindset, and the relationship. We're going to follow one week after another, but we're not going to do that anymore. We will touch on those subjects as we go on into the program. So from day one, you will be focusing on your body. In other words, the training and the movement. You'll be focusing on your nutrition. You'll be focusing on your mindset, and you'll be focusing on your relationships. All right. So let's typically diving into the deep end and sinking or swimming. I know you guys are all going to swim. You're going to keep your head above water. Yes, it's going to be intense in the initial couple of weeks, but as you go through the program, you will then understand how it all looks and how it's all put together. So, what is all this about? All right. So now, if you're watching live on Facebook, I'm going to be putting some comments in there. And if you're live on webinar, I'm going to be putting a link in the chat box. And if you're watching this recording afterwards on YouTube, it's going to be in the comments section. So 28 straight. The objective naturally is in the first 28 days is to form or establish a solid base, and a solid base on making sure that you're doing the things that you need to do every single day that are going to help transform in a physical aspect, transform in an emotional aspect, which is also going to be mindset. All right. So now we're going to go through each pillar, and we're going to give you a brief outline of what is going to be happening within those weeks. So remember, it's 4 weeks, it's 28 days. Going to hit the ground running September 2. And the first one being body, which is the fitness aspect, is that week 1, we're essentially assessing where you're at. Now, some of you, this is all brand new. And for some of you, you're already doing a training program and you're just wanting to take your training to the next level. Pretty much that week 1 is assessing exactly where you're at. Now, the other really, really key element here is that you all get access to my Warrior Shed app as a part of this program. You will have your program scheduling already in the app. You will have your programs already in the app. We'll be tracking your nutrition already in the app. The app will be tracking also your habits. We'll be tracking some tasks that you need to be doing. It can be every single day with certain elements and what we'll be going through. So just bear in mind with that. This is going to be everything there for you. You just need to execute. That's the only thing you need to do. It's there, execute. There is going to be also the 28 straight inner circle. So there is going to be a Facebook group that you're all able to, you will be a part of. So the biggest thing is that I want you to remember that you're not doing this alone. I am here being your coach to help you through this, but also there are other people that are doing this program with you that they will be able to help you, guide you, support you along the way. All right. So that's another really important one. So as you get into the program, once you enroll, then you will be added to the private Facebook group from there. So like I said, week number one, we're going to be assessing your current fitness levels or strength levels. It's doing some basic training, or we will be evaluating what you're currently doing. Naturally, along the way, I want to find out, okay, well, what's the ultimate goal here? Physically, what is the goal? You know, if physical is not the goal and if physical is not the objective here, then that's no problem, because there will be a physical transformation at the end of this 28 days. So if that's not your goal, if that's not your objection right now, no problem. No problem. All right. So there are going to be some movements that we're going to be doing. We're going to be assessing like what type of program you're going to be doing. It is going to be strength based. But the actual real key from this is you will be doing something every single day for 28 days straight. No days off. Yep. You heard me. No days off. Right. So that's week number 1, is assessing exactly where you're at. Week number 2, we'll be increasing the intensity. Week number 2, we'll be having a look. So we've already got our foundation. We're already putting our scheduling. Week number 2, the programming that you'll be setting up, there's one key element in regards to your program, and that is called progressive overload. I want to ensure that there is either an increase in strength or an increase in volume. So there has to be an intensity aspect of your workout that increases over time. If there's no increase over time, if there's no progressive overload, there's no change. All right. So the whole purpose of this program is to push you to a level that there is constant change. And that is the one variable. The one variable in life is change. Constant. One constant is change. All right. So without change, we're stuck. Without change, we're in the same place. So the real important thing here is the progressive overload. Then week number 3, again, we're integrating a little bit more. So week number 3, we're going to go more into the programming aspect of adding in the mobility part of your workout. Now, excuse me, Facebook's just done a weird thing. All right, but that's okay. That's okay. We'll sort that out later. All right. So week number 3, again, we're just increasing the intensity and we're adding in some more elements to your program. Week number 4 is another level. Week number 4, we do 2 workouts a day. 1 indoor workout, 1 outdoor workout. Yep. All right. 1 indoor for 45 minutes, 1 outdoor for 45 minutes. All right. We'll go into more detail about that when you join the program. Okay. The next element is nutrition. Now, nutrition, if without nutrition, there's no physical transformation. All right. Without nutrition fueling your body correctly, there is no change. The foods that you eat, the foods that you choose. I was going to sneeze there for a minute. The foods that you choose will also affect you on an emotional level. So that's another really key element to ensure that your selection of foods are high in nutritional value, not necessarily calories, but nutritional value, and also your micronutrients, and micronutrients meaning your minerals and your vitamins, and making sure that we're getting ample of that in. So variation in color, and making sure also the key element to all of this is getting in enough protein. Whether you're male or female, protein is really important. All right. So we're going to make sure that your protein level is up nice and high. All right. The other element so week number 1 is going through and finding out and pretty much assessing exactly where you're at. What are your habits? What are your habits? Finding out where you're at. What do we need to do there moving forward? Moving forward is that what steps do I need to put in place to help guide you to a balanced nutritional intake that's going to help you with that physical transformation and also help fuel your mind on an emotional level. Because like I said before, the foods that you eat can affect you on an emotional level, or some of us and some of you can also be eating on an emotional level as well. Hence I guess the way that you look. All right. So I hope you got that. Yeah. Okay. Week number 2, this is when we start to go into your calorie counts. Yes, I count calories because it's important. You're going to hear a lot of people out there saying calories don't matter. Calories absolutely matter, because what happens if you overeat your calories that your body needs? Exactly. You're going to put on weight. What happens when you undereat? Generally undereat, your body goes into a survival mode. And therefore your body's going to utilize muscle as a form of energy or a source of energy. And then you're going to be holding on to more fat. All right. So, but you may lose weight, but you're going to hold on to fat. Okay. So the most important thing here from a nutritional aspect is we want you to drop body fat. We also want to fuel your body so you can train, because bear in mind, you're training every single day for 28 days, and make sure we fuel you correctly. The other thing on that, week number 3, we're going into hydration. Hydration is really important. Make sure that you're remaining hydrated and you're drinking at least 4 liters of water per day. Yes, you heard that correct. That is no lie. 4 liters of water per day. All right. So it's really important that you stay hydrated. It's really important that you're flushing your body out with impurities and toxins, and hence the water intake, which on top of your improved nutrition, you'll be able to feel an immense change. All right. So week number 3, and then week number 4, we literally go through and fine tune. So week number 4, we fine tune any weak areas that you have. All right. So going through the program, week number 1, we focus on the body, we focus on the fitness. Week number 2, we focus on the nutrition aspect. Now, week number 3, we focus on mindset. However, remember, we do mindset week number 1. All right. So week number 1 for mindset is that we're identifying your weaknesses. Really important. You need to write down. And I want you to write down your excuses that you have been using up till now, your limiting beliefs, like what has been holding you back and why haven't you started sooner? All right. So we're going to go into that. Now, you'll also be able to have access to the habitable lifestyle. The habitable lifestyle assessment will go through on a scale. Where are you at now in regards to how you rate yourself? How you rate yourself in body, how you rate yourself in nutrition, how you rate yourself in mindset, how you rate yourself in relationships. And relationships are your immediate circle, not only your immediate circle, also your family. So family, immediate circle, and your immediate circle of friends. All right. So we're going to go through that as well. So week number 2, when it comes to mindset, we're going to be putting in some daily meditation practices. So the really important thing here is I want you to be able to tune into your own inner voice, tune into those thoughts that are coming through. And then from there, week 3 and 4, we'll be filtering through what is ego and what is soul. So we really want to tune into that soul, tune into that intuition, tune into those things that you need to do and face. All right. So the mindset side of it. Week number 4, we go into visualization techniques. Now, I've also done NLP and timeline therapy, which is going to be really important through this task. What I want you to do is there will be some visualization techniques that I want you to visualize what your desired life looks like. And then we'll be looking at a really, really very small kind of manifestation techniques in there as well to bring that to life. All right. Then we go into relationships, and I'm really excited by this one. So, pillar number 4 is relationships. Week number 1, pretty much taking stock of your current relationships, like where they're at. Both not only if you're married or if you have a girlfriend, boyfriend, and also your kids. Like, what's that relationship like? What relationship do they have with you? What relationship do you have with them? And then week number 2, we go into the strengthening bonds. We go into a couple of tasks that are going to help you strengthen the emotional deposits into your relationship, both your inner circle, your family, your kingdom, and your external, which is your circle of friends. All right, so there we have it. There we have it. So that is typically the basis of the program. The basis of the program when it comes to that's what it entails. So for those of you on YouTube, for those of you in the on the webinar at the moment, jump into the comment section underneath. The link will be there. The program is $333 for your 28 days with full access to the program, full access to the 28 straight inner circle, and full access to me 24/7. And we also will do a weekly call together. So that will be done weekly, finding out what worked, what didn't work, and what needs to change moving forward. So there's immense amount of support for you all. So once again, thank you so much for joining. The link for the program is in the comments in YouTube. The link for the program is in the comments on Facebook. If you have any questions whatsoever, remember it starts September 2. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out either on my Facebook page, Aaron Braithwaite, or comment on YouTube, also on Instagram as well. So again, thank you so much, everybody, and we will speak to you soon.